Good morning, people. It's Sunday. What am I doing shooting videos on Sunday? Well, the bed's gone. The late Lilith, God bless her, vivarium has gone. And the stand it went on with. The Kenwood knife sharpener and tin opener has gone. And the black table underneath the other table has also gone. And we've delivered one of the chairs to a little lady in Nafton. So all we have left really is that other light coloured table and another chair to get rid of. But things are going so well that I'm going to take some more pictures and put some more stuff on. So there you go. So this is just a brief shot video to tell you what's going on. And also to tell you that I took the camera to Alistair's this morning to finish the repair on the Volkswagen and forgot to bloody film it. So that's done. The seat is bolted back on properly with captive bolts now, so that you can just take 4 nuts off and take the seat off. And I've cut a slice out with the panel at the back so that you can lift the battery out without having to unbolt the seat anyway. So the whole job's better. Oh, and I fixed the door lock. Volkswagen door locks are chronic Caesar uppers. They need lots of Vaseline sticking on them and putting together carefully, but we got it all fixed, so that's done. So I'm just going to take this stuff back now for pick up in Driffield, and I'm going to take some pictures of some other stuff I'm going to put on for sale. Okay, bye now. Good morning, fellow YouTubers. It's Monday, and I've just tried to start the tractor and it started straight away. So there you go. I think we've cracked that. So the next problem I have, which one I only just discovered, is that the handbrake doesn't work. Or this is the handbrake, and what you do is press the foot brake down, and then that's supposed to lock, right? And that locks the brakes on. Well, it's not locking, and it used to work. So it's something simple. I think I may even have over adjusted the brake, which is a band brake on the transmission, and it's not got enough clearance in it to actually lock into the little ratchet pole. So I'm going to check that next, and then when I've done something more interesting, I'll bring you back. Is there anything in here to tell you? No, I don't think so. My little Sunday bulletin covered all the stuff that was sold. I've had somebody come on for the 1,000 pan tiles we have, of which, don't get seasick, under this pile here is now nothing but pan tiles in that box there. So they would be gone. I've got somebody coming to see me next weekend about them, and as far as I'm concerned, if they make me a decent offer, they can have them. Right, I can't understand why we haven't sold them. I used to sell them at 50p each, and I could sell every tile I could get my hands on at 50p each. I think it's probably because the price of new tiles has come down so much that people go for interlocking, and they don't bother, they don't care what it looks like, they don't keep it in keeping with the rest of the buildings anymore, because let's face it, the rest of the buildings have all got new roofs on now. This village used to be full of them, you see. Those two are new roofs. That's a new roof. That one's a new roof. That's an original Welsh slate roof. That's the original, that's the pan tiles I'm selling. This type on this low building here. See, they're new, they've been replaced. That's one of the few original pan tile buildings. And as you can tell, it's in pretty poor condition. So there you go. Oh, that one there. That's, I'm not sure whether they're originals or not. But there you go. Right, on with some work. Bye now. Right, people. 2:42 on Monday. We've got the handbrake working. We've got the panels put back on. We've made a wonderful little stay rod with a split pin on it. And can you see that there? No, you probably can't. A wonderful little stay rod with a split pin on it to hold the bonnet on, so that instead of having to undo 2 bolts with the bonnet, you just pull a little pin out and it comes off. And the next job is slide the grass deck under and get this, see if we can get the grass deck working. So that's what I'm going to do right now. So I'll bring you back when I've done it. Bye now. Hello people, it's just gone 3 o'clock. You know those times when you think you've designed yourself into a corner and all of a sudden you get a flash of inspiration and you know how to do it? Well, I think I've just got away with it yet again. Look at this. Now the problem with this tractor was that on the original design you could take the belt for the grass deck on and off at will, because you just pulled a couple of pins out, pulled the loop out, and you could drop it off the pulley. Now I thought, well, I'll be able to get that plate off with the exhaust on and change the belt. Well, I can't. I've tried it now. As you can see, I've had to take the exhaust off, which I don't really want to do. So what I've done is taken the bearing off and cut out a large hole, leaving the 4 holes for the bearing to bolt to, and I have found that you can then, with this bolted on, I tried it with this bolted on, you can thread the belt through there, over there, back in, put the bearing back on, and we're away. So all we need to do is take 4 bolts out. So there you go. So as you can see, the grass deck is on, and I'm about to put all this back together again, which is going to take me about 10 minutes, but it'll take me a lot less the next time I do it, because I'll be able to thread the belt through there. In the meantime, I'm thinking maybe a rig, so that we can have a hook here that we can just hook the belt onto to hold it clear of the pulleys, and just wrap it up here somewhere out of the way when we're not using the grass deck on it, because it is a useful tractor for towing stuff about. It tows the trailer really well, so I'd like to make it so that the grass deck can be removed at will, because it's really easy to get off. So there you go. Right, I shall crack on, get this back together, and we'll just see what we shall see. But that's made it a lot easier to get that belt on. It's there, look. Whoops, I've pushed it off. You know what I mean, you can see what I mean. You can just thread it up there, pop it over the shaft, put the bearing back on, job done. Okay, bye for now. And here we are folks, all back together again with the belt on. I have a feeling that that belt is too tight, so tomorrow morning I'm going to go and see my belt man and get a slightly longer belt. Luckily I've exposed the numbers on that one, can you see them? So I may need a slightly longer one, and the plan is still to use this for the tensioner, but as you can see that's quite tight. That's not going to be loose enough to not drive, so I'm going to have to get a bit of a longer belt. So that's about it for today, I think. It's going up to 5 o'clock. Time I was heading off. I've put the exhaust back on. I've redone the joint with a bit of fire cement. It came off very easily actually. I tapped it 3 or 4 times and it just fell off, so that was it. But it holds gas and it's quiet, and I like tractors to be quiet. I don't like deafening garden tractors. We've got plenty of them. So here's a tip for you. I got my fire cement out and it was just beginning to go crinkly, and I found a small tub of fire cement, took the top off it to look at it, and the top immediately broke. So I've bulked the 2 fire cements up together, then I gave them a mix up with a piece of old tent peg or something. There you are. It's a paint mixer, it's a viscous mixer, it can stir anything up that. Right, just put it in the air drill and whipped it up, and now it's gorgeous. Right, that's it for today folks, so I will bring you back when we come back on Tuesday morning probably with some more belts, and we'll have a start up. Good thing I modified it, because I'm going to have to change the belt tomorrow, by the look of it. I don't want to start it, I would start it tonight, and I'm pretty sure it would go, the grass deck would go around, but I don't want to start it tonight, because I've just made that exhaust joint up, and it'll blow it out probably. I put the headlamps in. They don't work. They're both the sealed beam units have failed, and I'm not about to buy some more. If I buy some more, I shall buy some LED ones or something like that. But it looks better than 2 square holes. And I put the little bonnet catches back on as well. And I suddenly realised that I'm very quickly approaching the end of this job, thank goodness. Won't that be wonderful? We'll be able to do something else. You won't get bored anymore. Right? All I have left to do, really, in the horrible, dirty, filthy, horrible jobs, is to clean up the grass deck and get some paint on it. And that will largely be done with the needle scaler. But what I need to do now is take the number off that belt and go see my belt man in the morning and see if I can get a longer one. Okay, folks, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye now. Good morning, people. It's Tuesday, it's 12 o'clock-ish, and I've got a little side job going here. In fact, I've got a little side job virtually finished. This is some lifting weights for my wife's new exercise regime. She's trying to get some strength back into her right arm, which is her arm which is weak and has a nerve problem. And it seems to be working, but she's outgrown the 1 kilo weights. So we're going to 2.5 kilos now, and I happen to have these cast iron weights kept for some odd turning job. So I've got the, as I was saying, I've got the clamps for them, I've cleaned them all up, I've de-rusted them in the magic solution, and I've painted them. So that's job's done. Next job, by the look of it, is a tidy up on the bench. And I didn't get to my belt man this morning because I got a phone call from a lady in Bridlington who was coming to pick some stuff up, and it was supposed to be 11:30 and she rang me at 10:30. So I had to rush down here and get it sorted. So next job I'm going to do is have a tidy up, right, and then we shall see. I probably won't bother going for the belts today because I'm in Driffield and he's in Driffield, so it seems pointless to go back and come back again. I'll do that tomorrow. I'll fit in another job today, but I haven't decided what it is yet. Right, catch you all later. So here we go, folks. Tuesday, 4:54. And what have we done? We've tidied up. We've cut all the wood that was drying outside, and it's a good job we did because it's pouring with rain now. We finished sorting the grass deck. That's all fitted perfectly now. There was just one or two bits that needed adjusting. Didn't look like they've ever been adjusted, but they should be, and I've set them up now, and so that's hanging, as you can see, it's hanging level. The back wheels are just touching the deck, and it's right down on cut, so there we go. Also, the wife's dumbbells and the handle for the antique table, although this isn't an antique, it's actually an Indian repro, but there you go. I looked at this and I thought, I've just bought TIG brazing rods, I'll braze it, and so I did braze it, and it all went very well. It was a bit blobby and a bit dirty at first. There was a lot of muck coming out the metal, and got it all finished, just cleaning it off, and it just broke off. And I tried to get you in good light here and keep still. Can you see the end of that? It's crystallised. I don't know why it's crystallised, but I would guess probably because it's been hammered cold. Right, it's been flattened cold. I think that's a hammer flatten. I don't think that's been cast like that. Look at the bang marks on it. And it's been hammered cold and it's damaged the brass. So all my brazed bit broke off at the crystallised junction. There you go. If I could have heated the whole thing, to red hot, it might have been okay, but anyway, gollocks to it. So I set to and made a new one out of steel, put the proper countersunk screws in it instead of one obviously crudely made screw and the other one which was a Phillips. So it looks a lot better now. So there you go. So I can take that with me tonight and put it back on in the morning, because I'm going that way anyway. I'm sure she'll be very pleased. Well, in actual fact, she probably won't be very pleased, but there you go. At least it's fixed. Alright, I'll see you all tomorrow for Wednesday's fun and games. Bye now. Good morning, people. It's a beautiful Wednesday. I'm saying good morning, it's actually afternoon. So I've only just got here because when I went to see my belt man, he had moved and his unit had been taken by somebody else. So I nipped back home, banged him up on the internet, and there he was at another industrial estate in the town. So I nipped down to see him. Lucky I did, because he'd got me some industrial alcohol for cleaning electrical stuff, which I had wanted for a long time and not been able to get any. So I picked that up, and he's ordered me he had to order me a belt, but the belt will be here tomorrow. So what I'm going to do today is continue to crack on with making that unit at the front here into a jockey pulley, and when the belt comes tomorrow I can check it out. You see, I'm getting a belt that's 1 inch longer. When the belt comes tomorrow I can check it out and I can take the grass deck off, clean it up and paint it, and which will probably involve rebuilding the bloody thing, but there you go. It wants checking out anyway. And then we're finished, believe it or not, finished. But first of all I've got to put these into order, because I've got somebody coming to look at these at 1 o'clock. Alright, bye now. Look at this, folks, it works. As you can see, the belt's just creeping round, and when we do this, she drives. And when we release it, she stops again. So that 1 inch longer belt could be just what the doctor ordered, or it might even be a bit too long. But it's on its way anyway, so we'll have it and see how it goes. Right, I'm going to now try and work out some sort of lever that does that. Bye now. Engine's gone. Thank you very much. Very interesting. 2 lads turned up who had made an appointment to come and see me, and they said, yeah, we build radio controlled cars. And I said, you use these in radio controlled cars? He said, oh yes, they're big ones. He said the one we're building at the moment is you could almost get in it. He said it's almost that big, but it's radio controlled using Briggs and Stratton engines. So that'll be interesting for the future. I'll see if I can find out where they hang out. Anyway, they were fascinated by the tractor with the 2CV engine in, but the reason I started filming is because it's beginning to come together. I have a nice long slot there. If I put that bar on a bolt that slides in and out of that slot, and then weld a piece on the end here at an angle to fit behind that axle. Can you see that axle down there? That will be pushing that way, and that will slide like that and push that out like that. It doesn't need much, and then I can bolt a long lever to there. I've got to remember to point the camera at what I'm talking about, and at this end I can bolt a long lever up here, have a peg sticking out of there so that the lever is there when it's off, and you push it forwards and behind that peg, and it latches behind that peg to be on. So I'll weld a plate onto here, well I won't weld, I'll bolt a plate onto there, piece of hang line with a pivot on it, with a lever going up there, and then we can put 2 or 3 holes in here as a method of adjusting the mechanism. Push that forward, that will do the job. the best rig on jobs like this. In fact, generally speaking, in any sort of engineering, the best setup is always the simplest, because there's less to go wrong. So that's it, and I think I can probably get that together. But tomorrow is Thursday, and tomorrow and Friday are tidying up days down in the bowels. In fact, Thursday I think we'll be taking a load of stuff to the scrapyard day, if I can borrow the trailer back off my wife's dad, the father-in-law. So we'll see about that, but I think that's going to work. I think that, with a piece welded on it at a slight angle, to slide forward on there is going to work, and you'll be able to get a lot of leverage on it with having a long lever at the other end. So that to slide forward and to push, that's going to work. Right, we've worked it out. But unfortunately, it's just after 4 o'clock. It's 4:14, and the day's about done. So I'm going to have the usual tidy up and getting ready for tomorrow. So this will go out tonight. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed already, please press the button and ring the bell and set it to all. I'm still getting, I'm sure I'm shadow banned by YouTube, because I'm getting nothing like the subscribers. Or I was getting 1 subscriber a day for the last 2 or 3 months. I've been getting 1 new subscriber every day, and in the last month I had 8, I think, as opposed to about 28. So I'm still trying to sort it out. As I was saying when I'm inadvertently pressed the button again, I'm still trying to sort it out. You can't get in touch with YouTube. They're very hard to get in touch with. They put up loads of barriers in your way so that you can't speak to people, or even send people an email, or even get an online chat. Unless, of course, you're a multi-mega subscriber person. But there you go, I'm not. So that'll be it for this week. Well, that'll be it for up to Wednesday, and I'll record the next 2 days, and that'll go out on Saturday. So please don't forget to watch, and please keep on subscribing. Alright folks, bye for now.